Welcome to Tomo's Piano. This is the day 4 of Learn to Play Piano in 8-Day series. After this lesson, you will know what the accidentals are and will be able to play with both hands.
Hi you guys, this is Tomo. So today I'm gonna cover 3 things: accidentals, key signatures, and finally reading and playing piano. First, let's talk about accidentals. So there are 3 important symbols to remember when you're playing music, and those are sharp, flats, and naturals. So I'm gonna go over the accidentals for today. So accidentals are those signatures on the music. This is sharp, this is flat, and this is natural. What they mean is sharp is going half step up on the note, and the flat is when you go half step down, and natural is used to cancel either sharp or flat. And when you see the music scores, sharps and flats and naturals are placed on the left side of the notes like this. And yesterday we went over and said, hey, what are the keys on the white keys of the piano? And we went through A through G, right? But what about the black keys? Well, the black keys can be either referred to as sharp or flat of the key next to it. So how does that work? Remember that each key next to each other are half steps. So let me show you the piano to demonstrate. When I say up on the piano, it's always to the right. When you say down, it's always to the left. And all the keys next to each other, this and this are next to each other, these are next to each other, these are next to each other. They're half steps apart. When you go half step up, half step to the right, it becomes a sharp. So D, D sharp, E. This can be E sharp or F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B. This can be either B sharp or C. Okay, and then C sharp, D. Flat is when you lower the note by half step. So when the black key is on the left side of the white key, it will be the flat of the white key. Meaning, if you're coming down, this is E. When you lower half step, meaning going to the left, it becomes flat, E flat. D, D flat, C. This can be C flat or B. And then B flat, A flat, G, G flat, F flat, or E. Okay, so when you go to the right, to the higher side, or to the up of the piano, it takes the name of the left one. When you're going up, C, C sharp, D, D sharp. When you're going down, or left side of the piano, it becomes flat. Black keys basically have 2 names. This can be C sharp or D flat. This can be D sharp or E flat. This can be F sharp or G flat, G sharp or A flat, and A sharp or B flat. So there's a reasoning behind it, but it gets kind of complicated. But just remember for now, when you go to the right, you use sharp. When you go to the left, use flat. And on the music score, you will put those accidental on the left side of the note. That's all you need to know for now. And let me demonstrate to you some of the accidentals on the screen. This is F sharp. Remember, face, the space in between, this is F. So F sharp is written with a sharp on the side, F sharp. And this is G. When you count the lines, this is G and this is G flat. And if you remember, F sharp and G flat is the same, this sound. F sharp, G flat is the same note right here. If you have a piano, you can play and see for yourself. Same thing. This is a G clef, right? So it's for the left hand. And if you remember, this is the D, D sharp, and they are also the same black key, same notes, D sharp or E flat. You get the idea of how the sharp and flat share the same black key. Now it gets kind of complicated. So when I said, well, what about E and F and B and C? There's no black keys in between. So what happens is that when you C flat, it becomes a B. So B, technically B sharp will be the same thing as C. This is E sharp, which is the same as F. If you reverse it, F flat will be equal to E. If you know that flat, you have to go half step down. And if you know that sharp, when the sharp is there, you have to press half step up. You get the hang of playing piano for now. And now I'm gonna talk about the key signature. So key signature are the sharp and flats written at the beginning of the music when the composer wants all of the certain notes in the music to be sharp or flat. For example, if you see this line, there's a flat on B. So on this score, if the music keeps on going like that, you have to flat all the B's. All the B's meaning from the lower to the higher. Those B's all need to be flatted. So if you see in the music there's B, this has to be flatted. Unless you go on, keep on playing the music and you see the B with natural, then you have to ignore this rule and play the B flat as a regular B. So that's how it works. So this is the basic rule when you see the key signature. This could be 1 flat, 2 flats, 3 flats, 4 flats. There could be many flats. But the rule is that if there's like flats or sharps here, you have to flat or sharpen all the notes throughout the score of the music. So you have to remember that in your head when you start playing. Another rule, when the natural, how that works. Key signature is here, but if there's a natural, you don't follow the key signature and you just play natural. Well, same thing goes with if there's a sharp right here, and within the same measure, if there's a natural, the sharp is canceled. So this time, when there's a sharp on one note, it only applies for this one, right? But as you start playing more and more, you get used to it. There's not going to be natural signs at the beginning of the music because it doesn't mean anything. It just means it cancels out either sharp or flat. There's other things, other symbols that you can remember. Let's say if you want to play music strong, they have this sign called forte, F. Because the music is based on, the piano is based on Italian's forte. It's like strong for Italian. And when you want to play softer, they say P for piano. And also if you want to increase the dynamic of the music, they use this thing called crescendo, going that way. So from smaller to bigger, the sound. And there's another one, decrescendo. So it's going from loud to soft. For now, just remember how to read each note, whether the notes have accidentals, which means sharp, flats, or natural. You can just follow the music as it's written. So I have this assignment for you for today, which is kind of advanced version of yesterday's assignment. Yesterday, I gave you this Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, and you had to fill out all these letters, the notes, name the notes for all of this. Now today, I will be giving you the left hand portion of it. So it looks like this. And so here's the right hand that you did work on yesterday. And here's the left hand version, what you're going to play. And remember, this is a bass clef. So you have to remember how to read bass clef. You're going to write down all the notes. And you'll be playing it. You're going to be practicing playing this with right hand and left hand. And there's some trick to practicing piano. So let me just go over real quick. So when you play with right hand and left hand, what you need to know is first the beat, right? And then also the melody. So this is a Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, the first part. Do you remember how you practiced first with the beat and second the note? So we're going to do the same thing here. So the left hand side on this score, let me first show you. So this is 4 beats per measure again, and there's 8 notes in it. So how this works is 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So I'll sing the top part and clap the left hand part, okay? So So it has to keep on going. So that it's 8 notes per measure. And now that you know the beat, da 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 da. Now you find it on the keys. If you read the bass notes, it goes like this. It's C, G, E, G, C, G, E, G. And then next one is C, A, F, A, C, G, E, G. So now you know which notes to play. So what you do, this is what I recommend in the beginning. You want to know while right hand is playing, what is your left hand playing? So I would even break down the score, right? By each beat. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know how many notes you're playing on the left hand while the right hand is playing. What I mean is when you play the first part, the right hand, right? But while the first C is playing, your left hand has to play 2 notes. And the next one. And the next one. And the last one, right hand presses 2 beats and left hand presses like 4 notes. Okay, again, let me show you. So that's how you practice. So first, you figure out the beats, and then the next, you figure out the notes. So I recommend left hand to follow. Left hand, let's say this is number 1 finger, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So left hand will be playing with pinky on the lower C from the middle C, okay? So C, G, E, G. So 5, 1, 3, 1. So keep this pattern: pinky, thumb, middle finger, thumb. Pinky, thumb, middle finger, thumb. In the classical music, this is very like a typical left hand pattern, so get used to it. And the next one, I would use the index finger instead of the middle finger. So pinky, thumb, index finger, thumb. And then go back, pinky, thumb, middle finger, thumb at the beat. Once you get comfortable, then you can do this. So this is the beginning of the homework I have. Do the rest of the music. The homework is write notes on the assignment music score, which I will post it, which looks like this, with the right hand and the left hand, the Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. And the practice playing right hand and left hand separately, and finally practice with both hands. I hope you get something out of it. Keep on practicing. All right, see you guys. Bye.